Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning into our presentation. We are group number 10, and we are going to present to you some human resource issues in the workplace today. We feel as if these problems have been highlighted and exposed due to the current pandemic, and we look forward to presenting our research and our solutions to the issues we have highlighted. So I would like to briefly touch on our agenda for today. We will start off with some background information on the hospitality industry, as well as our introduction. We will then highlight the problems we have found, and then we'll go into depth on our three topics, which are a culture of transparency and connection, education and training, attitude, and then we will finish off our presentation with the conclusion at the end.
The hospitality industry itself is one of the largest employer and one of the largest sector in the world. Due to the effects of COVID, however, major hotel chains are reducing their workforces. The business is performing 50% below normal levels in European and Asian markets, excluding China. 100 to 120 million direct tourist jobs are at risk, in addition to sectors associated with tourism, such as entertainment, labor-intensive accommodation, and food services industry that provide employment for 144 million workers worldwide.
So the HR issues we conducted our research on are lack of motivation within employees, the physical safety of the employees, and the attitude of the employees while working from home during this pandemic.
The industry itself has always had high turnover rates, and this is believed to come from low wages, long hours, or the nature of the work itself. Therefore, employees' motivation and retention has always been challenges for the hotel industry. The pandemic has worsened this issue as employees are experiencing different challenges than they did before, such as feeling safe going to work, adjusting to working remotely, or working while seeing all of their coworkers getting furloughed or fired. Because of the circumstances, hotels need to establish a culture of transparency and connection, as we believe that this has a dramatic effect on employees' motivation.
Recently, a lot of companies had to downsize and cut their employees to maintain their business under such poor economic and traveling situations. Their job insecurities, as well as the cutting of their salaries, have brought so much worries to the employees, resulting in a decrease in staff morale and motivation at work. Furthermore, COVID itself could also bring anxiety to people, such that the whole world is concerned about the people's mental health and well-being recently. This is mainly caused by the fear of infecting this deadly disease, the worries for the health of their loved ones, and also locking down of a lot of places. People can hardly relieve their stress and relax themselves in their free time, and connection between people are also much restricted nowadays. Therefore, the first solution we suggest is effective communication. Communication has always been crucial for every part of our lives. However, the coronavirus has restricted our communications. Therefore, Hotel's Human Resource Department can put extra focus and effort in keeping a good connection between all workers. First off, hotels should update employees on all COVID-19 or company-related issues and realities. If the employees are not informed clearly about what is happening, false rumors and unnecessary worries might be created. This would easily bring distractions and might lead to negative emotions of the employees, which could result in people losing their morale and motivation. As hotels are part of the service industry, not only the employees' mental health is negatively affected, a drop in the service quality would also harm the reputation and eventually the brand's image and business in the long run. To avoid these problems, clear and detailed information should always be updated as soon as possible to the employees. To implement such communication more effectively, small group meetings and informal meetings are suggested. During the meetings, employees' questions regarding the company-related issue should be answered to help the employees have a better access to the information regarding the current situation. According to researchers, Smaller and less formal meetings also help employees to feel more comfortable in raising opinions and be more engaged at work. Hotels should always bear in mind that empathy to the employees, especially under such difficult time, is extremely important when communicating with them.
So many employees are lacking motivation simply because they may be at home and not working in their usual work setting. This is a common problem that many companies are experiencing right now. And with our research, we found a few solutions for someone working from home, which can help them combat these feelings. The first is to define a set workplace within your home. This will definitely help mentally dedicate a certain area for doing your work. After an area is established, you must create a realistic schedule that you will stick to, ensuring that your productivity does not decrease. You also must ensure that you have all the correct equipment in order to diligently perform your job. The next few items are more important for your mental health and your physical health, especially while working from home during these times. These solutions include things like taking breaks from work is great for your mind and body, and also actually physically getting up and leaving your dedicated workplace to go for a walk or stretch, or maybe even just eat food away from where you work can be extremely beneficial as well. And sort of a fun creative solution we thought of for this problem, it would be like a selfie challenge. Maybe this would happen with maybe a manager is managing a set of employees as a team, and they all have to get up at some point during the day and send a selfie in via email or text message into their group email or group chat, and just showing that they took some time to get up and go away from their work area, and they got outside and they really took the time to have some self-care.
Holding social activities is another solution that can boost motivation and morale of the employees. It is proven that team building activities can relieve stress and negative emotion. Social events such as parties, virtual movie sessions, networking events can be held to boost their motivation and keep a better mental health. However, in order not to hold activities that the employees are not interested in, or to worsen their worries for the COVID infections, surveys regarding the team activities can be collected so that the HR department can make sure that the employees feel safe and enjoy the social activities the hotels hold. Another solution is to have regular mindfulness sessions with tips, exercises, and self therapy skills from the professionals. These regular therapies can help in building intrinsic motivation for the employees and also build a culture with strong morale and engagement for the company. According to researchers, managers are suggested to incorporate intrinsic motivation training into the staff development programs. Now, I'll pass the time to Jamie. She will tell you some more solutions for this aspect.
A great way to establish a culture of connection with employees, even when they're away, is to have social and bonding activities. Taking inspiration from the Hong Kong Hyatt Bulletin Board, we believe that a good solution to address employees' anxiety when they're working is to have a self-care Friday. Employees in person or remote can share their way of self-caring through a digital bulletin board with the company. The HR manager can compile them and then offer 30-minute sessions of relaxations or self-care activities. Since working in a pandemic can be stressful, we want our employees to have time to take care of themselves and stress relief. Additionally, mindfulness activities such as staff yoga and bonding activities such as staff happy hours can really increase, help with morale and working ethics. Although there are all these ways, it's important that companies should remember that their staff are working remotely and have virtual bonding time as well, so everybody can feel included and connected. Additionally, because the current time, employers should invest in web-based online platforms or virtual apps. Since there's already been a transition from working traditionally to working from home, this could be a really great investment. There are apps available on the market right now that allow employees and managers to give each other kudos or rewards, such as workmates and I appreciate. Previously mentioned in the Hyatt video, company-wide technology has already been implemented, and they're already on track to make make their own app. We believe that other companies should follow Hyatt's suit and make their app something that encompasses almost everything. Employees can go in there to find information relating to COVID, the latest update from the company, check-ins, and even the bulletin board. This could be a one centralized system that the whole company uses for communication, so you don't have to teach your employees to use different one. Additionally, it could be a tracking system, so where employers could give employees that have really good standing digital kudos or high fives when they do something well. So by the end of the year, the company can see who actually has a lot of kudos and give a reward.
Bouncing off the issue of keeping up motivation and morale, we have found that employees are also worried about their physical safety. There's a lot of anxiety surrounding this pandemic, and we suggest that you use this time to learn more about the disease, how to take preventative measures, and also what to do if someone in the hotel does come in contact with the virus. As we also know, employees are finding themselves to be extremely bored during this time, and so we suggest implementing more fun training into the day-to-day lives of employees. Things like learning new skills or habits through classes, games, or mobile applications. As hotels find themselves with more empty rooms and less guests, managers should use this time to gather together and revamp your training protocols. COVID testing and daily sanitation measures are obviously already being put in place. However, you should also use this time to include classes on how to use contactless technology. New employees who may be using these items for the first time may not fully understand why or how these things work, and it could also be helpful in easing their anxiety and whether or not these solutions are working. Moreover, it may become common practice for hotels to install self-check-in kiosks or hospital-grade purifiers even after the pandemic is over, and it will benefit you and your employees to already have some background knowledge about this. To use this time more wisely, you should also look into creative resources to expand your skill set. The American Hotel and Lodging Educational Institute has a course that empowers your managers to build a positive workplace culture, align day-to-day operations with organizational goals, and use emotional intelligence to connect with employees. They provide a certificate at the end of the 3-hour course, and it is only $40 per person. On the other hand, Hong Kong Polytechnic University is providing a free course on how to manage hotel human resources in the hospitality industry. You should be taking advantage of these free resources to learn something new and apply it to your hotel in real time. Another way to make learning fun could be through the use of games and brain puzzles. Brain games are known to improve cognitive skills and memory, and you could help make your employees perform better by implementing these solutions once or twice a week in the workplace. There are several solutions on the market that help achieve their own objective, but for this case, we have found two that best fit our needs. As people are working from home more frequently, there is a big disconnect present regarding motivation and attitude. For this, we recommend hosting a team bonding session and completing a virtual escape room with all employees. This will help to enhance the collaboration and teamwork between employees, and I've personally used the website provided, and I mean it when I say it is both fun and effective. Another cost-free solution we have found to help you use this time to learn new things was the idea of a friendly competition. These could be impromptu competitions or more thought-out plans to engage employees in the hotel. Some simple, cost-effective competitions could be between the housekeeping department and seeing who can clean the largest amount of rooms in the shortest time possible. Another could be between the sales department and who can upsell or sell the highest number of rooms or nights. The point of these competitions is not to bid employees against one another, but instead incentivize them to find fun, new, and creative ways to do their job.
Moving on to the second part of education, we'd like to focus on employees' physical safety. Hotel employees have a high degree of interaction with different guests every day. They are known to have higher risk of being infected with COVID virus. In particular, young workers who often work in frontline jobs are especially vulnerable and exposed to more hazards during COVID compared to the adult working population. Therefore, safety measures in a hotel must be carried out strictly to reduce employees' worries and risks, and to protect their physical health. Our team has come up with the idea of developing an augmented reality technology mobile application that works as an interactive real-time guide for hotel employees. With the AR application, hotel employees can use their mobile camera to feel the hotel's surrounding environment. COVID-related information and relevant sanitizing instructions are superimposed onto the physical locations shown on the screen, which then transform the smartphones into interactive real-time working guides. Here's an example of how the application works. The picture shown is a simulation of the mobile screen when the housekeeping staff views the working environment with their mobile cameras. The application will work as cleaning guides, which shows messages, reminders, and notifications. For example, reminders will appear at the area where ancillaries such as toothbrushes and combs are provided, to alert cleaning staff to discard all exposed and unused ancillary due to safety considerations. On the right-hand side, it shows reminders of the precautionary measures that the staff have to comply with at all times, including washing hands and wearing face masks. To facilitate their understanding, pictures and animations are also provided in the application. Apart from the precautionary instructions and working guides, we hope to inform hotel staff through the AR application of new precautionary measures that have been done in the workplace, so as to make them feel safe and perfectly protected at work at all times. In addition, the staff can learn the protocols of dealing with confirmed cases, such as to close off any areas where the infected person have been staying for a certain period of time, so that when unfortunately they receive a notification from the mobile application about the hazard in the workplace, they know how and what disinfection measures have to be taken right away to protect themselves and other employees.
So lastly, I will be moved on to discuss the attitude aspect. It is obvious how COVID-19 has struck a serious blow at the global travel and tourism industry, and at the same time, hotel is one of the hardest hit industries in which the occupancy rates have decreased drastically. According to the World Tourism Organization, around 144 million workers from sectors associated with tourism's job are at risk. It is known that 38,000 of the 58,000 hotels in America are on track to shut down unless they receive government aid. The loss of revenue has led to many hotel workers losing their jobs. For example, 4 out of 10 hotel workers are unemployed according to USA Today, and the numbers are only expected to continue increasing. It's also known that 74% of hotels will have to let more employees go without the assistance from Congress. Furthermore, hotel employees are still facing salary cuts and forced to take leave without pay. The organizational restructuring and scale downs in hotel have increased the employees' perception of job insecurity. And this job insecurity could be closely related to job engagement as well as turnover intent. Hence, ensuring employees having positive attitudes is significant in dealing with such anxiety-inducing situations. We believe in this difficult time of the whole job market, it is especially necessary for hotels to prioritize empathy towards their employees as well as cultivate a positive working environment. So let's now move on to how other hotel brands are dealing with job insecurity problems. The MGM Resorts has set up an emergency employee fund which helps keep staff paid while they close their doors due to the pandemic. The hotel is also working with the American Hotel and Lodging Association, which makes available additional relevant job opportunities for those who are being affected. They also offer free resources to help industry employees further their education during this hiatus. And on the other hand, Hilton is partnering with 30 leading companies to connect workers from temporarily suspended hotels with short-term jobs created by the global pandemic. Team members of Hilton, as well as others in the industry who are seeking employment, will be given access to temporary jobs on the Hilton Workforce Resource Center at companies such as Amazon and CVS. In addition, Accor provides funds to cover employees who are without medical insurance or social security. As for Hyatt, Hyatt Care Fund is launched to help the colleagues who are most financially impacted by COVID-19 through a series of coordinated efforts around the world. The program offers grants which are prioritized to those who are working 0 hours and also not eligible for government assistance.
In view of the job insecurity problem employees have under the pandemic, we have came up with an idea of creating a campaign, namely We Connect campaign, which aims to show empathy towards employees to cultivate optimistic working attitudes and ultimately maintaining a positive working environment. We believe by showing empathy towards staff will not only help them to create a positive attitude at work, but also benefit the company. According to Business Sulfur, it is known that empathy has a direct impact on one's productivity, loyalty, and engagement. Additionally, it is mentioned by Funeda that practicing empathy in the workplace can also increase company earnings by 50%. This further shows the importance of empathy in the company. Here are the details of the We Connect campaign. Employees will be able to voice out their opinions or needs every month through the anonymous feedback sheets. As this is anonymous, it can ease employees' anxieties and inhibit honesty. This can allow employees to speak up about particular topics that might be difficult to openly discuss. As we want to cultivate a positive attitude among employees in the workplace, it is definitely useful to encourage workers. Under the campaign, employees will give thank you cards to show appreciation and gratitude to staff with good performance. Thank you cards can also happen between employees. By cheering one another up, this allows employees to realize their values in the organization and hopefully be happy about their job and have mental health managed. Next, with employees being more attached to the workplace, they will be less frustrated when going to work. Organizing regular gatherings can help increase bonding with workers. Since employees will become closer, they can find happiness in the workplace, which helps build positive attitudes. Furthermore, it is also encouraged to give small treats or necessities, like snacks or eye masks, for employees to enjoy during their break. This enlivens the working environment and can further demonstrate the hotel shows care and empathy towards the employees. Apart from the above-mentioned activities, it is also needed to show empathy directly, such as providing feedback and establishing funds. With comments given to employees, employees can know how they should perform to improve and have realistic expectations. However, we should avoid making assumptions and be flexible by listening to the needs of the employees. Additionally, with funds, staff who need financial help can be taken care of and prioritized. All in all, the We Connect campaign targets for hotels to further show empathy towards the employees, as well as cultivating a positive working environment.
We know that the hospitality industry will get back on its feet and people will start to return to hotels again. However, we hope that with these solutions, we can help you get there sooner rather than later. We truly believe that employees will appreciate the thought and effort put into easing their physical and mental wellness, and the team will feel the ambiance return again. Thank you, and we hope that our solutions helped you today.